What's up everybody, this is Gaming God and we are reacting to the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Online Open October 2020, and they had an event for that last week, but I didn't get a chance to record that, so here I am watching right now. And I thought about registering for the tournament, but I don't have my Nintendo online membership expired like over the summer, so yeah, it's gonna start soon, so we'll just wait for a few minutes. There it is.
Last week, we kicked off our Super Smash Bros. Ultimate North American Online Open October 2020 with a doubleheader of action featuring the top 4 from regions 1 and 2, along with 7 and 8. We retreated to some rather uncommon matchups, but with the depth of this roster, you never know who might smash their way to the top. 9 Super Pie flexed on him with Wii Fit Trainer, and Mark SD King was automatic with Rob as they both KO'd the competition and took home the hardware. Today, we have some surprising underdogs looking to take down a returning champion as we get set for the finals in regions 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 in the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate North American Online Open October 2020. And that starts right now.
So this is the finals.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate North American Open, October 2020. We are here early, bright and early for you, I guess, on the West Coast. My name is Coney, joined by none other than one of the strongest voices in the game. It is EE. How are you doing today, my friend?
I'm doing great. You know, I've since I've moved, I've adjusted to the whole coffee thing. You know what I'm saying? So it is early over here, no doubt about that, even with the whole daylight savings thing. But I'm ready to go, man. I'm feeling good, energized up.
Awesome. Yeah, so let's go over what we're looking at today. So we are actually going to be doing the finals of regions 5 and 6 first, and then we're going to kick it over to a double header and do the finals of 3 and 4 a bit later in the day. But let's talk about how these fellas got here. So these are the top 4 of over 900 players that have combated so many players all over the North America and try to fight their way to the top. And what they're fighting for is a Super Smash Bros. Ultimate North American Online Open October 2020 Championship Trophy. But don't worry, even if you're not coming in first, you'll still get a prize of a top 4 trophy. We've got those for these guys as well. So I think we're going to take a look at the bracket really quick, and we have 4 of the best players in North America, along with some familiar faces that we've seen win some of these events before.
All right,
if
so
you
these are
look
the
down
fighters.
at the lower end of that bracket, you can see Wisdom, who he's
remember
no stranger to
Dialga.
these events.
Oh, not at all. I mean, this is somebody who's well accomplished. He won a couple of these events back in 2019, so you already know he's going to bring a lot to the table. It's interesting he's going against Dialga, because I remember his Bayonetta being very formidable, also kind of in that champion sphere as well. So already that bracket just right there is shaping up quite nicely.
And on the other side, we have Shouko against Null. And one of the most interesting things about that matchup is Null has actually made it all the way to the finals of this bracket playing Min Min. Now, I know we haven't gotten to see much Min Min
these are American
offline events,
players.
but what is your gauge on Min Min as a performing character in the meta right now?
Well, I mean, obviously everybody looks at the DLC and you think, you know, Joker's just head and heels above the rest, but Min Min has a lot to offer. Like, this character, like the way she plays is quite unique, and it really just takes somebody who's willing to kind of sit down and put the time into this character, because a lot of times I've noticed is you can just kind of throw people off guard with what you're bringing to the table if they're not fully prepared. Like, her ability to control center stages is crazy.
So we've got 4 very unique characters we're going to be seeing today, but let's go over the rules.
Also,
so we know
I'm
that
watching the video on my phone,
Fellas,
and it's on screen
it is
record.
A 4-player double
I was thinking about
bracket.
using a face cam, but
we're going to win the match. There are no items, no smash meter. We've got a random stage selection of 8 curated stages, only the best of the best, of course, with a rule set standardized 3 stocks 7 minutes. So we're going to see these guys go into battle very shortly. So in terms of the character lineup, you've got Min Min, Duck Hunt, Bayonetta, and I believe Cloud. So Cloud, you know, sort of holding down the fort in terms of popular online characters, but the other 3 are pretty uncommon at the top level, I would say.
Yeah, whenever we get into like events like this, I'm always curious to see who's gonna kind of come out and make it to like our top 4 bracket, right? Because it's always every now and then it's just one character that just kind of sneaks in there and you're just not expecting. I've seen me fighters, Rob, like all kinds of just kind of crazy stuff, and you're just kind of looking like, well, where's the Joker at? You know what I'm saying? Like, where's those dominating characters? Where's the Wolf and stuff like that? But no, that's good because again, with a roster this thick of characters, like you have to really be prepared for anything, and like just the fact that we're gonna see like a Duck Hunt compete. I'm excited. Accomplished Duck Hunt at that. I don't want to disrespect the homie Wisdom. Right out there.
Yeah, no question. All 4 of these names are familiar ones, especially to us as two veterans of the online open scene here that Nintendo is putting on. So we're going to have our first match coming up very shortly. It is going to be Null against Shouko. Null, of course, going to be using that Min who we talked about before. Such an unconventional character, and I'm wondering how the stages are going to play.
I think the match is starting now.
Curated stages, obviously. There's things like
think
Battlefield, Final Destination,
I think I heard the match start.
So many things. And I wonder what stage we're going to get on. Looks
so
like
it's Shouko versus
actually,
Null.
Shouko is
Let's see who's going to win.
Shulk. That's a surprise pick coming from her.
Yeah, I really was not expecting. That was not kind of like in my notes. So right there, like you want to talk about unconventional, like look no further. Okay, obviously we talk about how the potential we do think Min has to go far, but Shulk, this is a character that I've noticed a lot of people are just like either is amazing or just trying. I'm in the sphere of this character can be pretty amazing if you know what you're doing. I've seen some incredible Shulk play since this game's inception, but not right now. Null just making light work of that first like easy KO coming on.
Null is going to win.
Struggling so far against
Shouko.
Null, who just wiped Shouko off the map here on Battlefield. And this is where I think Min's super strong. You can see what Null is doing. It's just playing around that platform, opting to hide under it to try to stop Shouko from coming in with their approach. So Shouko, what she's going to try to do is kind of jump in, use those neutral airs, and find her way in. But Null, if he just sits under that platform, it's going to make it very difficult as more and more damage is now racking up.
It's really crazy to me because I know Shulk just needs the sword and everything. Oh my goodness. Did you see the perfection, the execution from, again, center stage? The R's mechanic for Min is just insane, bro.
It's funny because it's like Min has so many options available at any given time, but usually Shulk is the character that people say is cheating because he has so many things available to him.
I thought he was going to fall.
Struggling to get back onto the stage. She's going to have to figure something out as Null pulls out the Megawatt. Not quite finding his mark, but Shouko is on notice.
I thought he was going to fall again.
This is just going one whole way, and it's going the way of Null. Able to get back easily with aggression. I think the thing that I'm noticing most here is the fact it just seems like the Shulk was just so ill prepared. Certainly wasn't expecting to get 3 stocks off the bat, but that's just the kind of way we open things here on the online open at times. My God.
Yeah, right. I don't know if that was ready. I wonder if the Shulk was warmed up.
The next round.
I love the flourish at the end from Null doing that upbeat into the Megawatt. And Min, we were talking about before, sort of an unconventional character and definitely not one that you see much at the top level. So Null maybe shaking Shouko off a little bit on that one.
I would go off the character. I would just decide this I don't know, bro. Like whenever you get 3 stock, like there's that part in your mind just like, okay, that was a fluke, so you want to run it back, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you have that pride as a competitor, you make a top 4, obviously you're a competitor and stuff like that. But there's that other half where you're like, it's only best of 3. Do I really want to spend this second match trying to prove something else? Do I want to just kind of switch it up a little bit? So it'll be interesting to see where they go from here.
So I'm looking at Shouko's lineup, and it looks like she plays Joker has played up to get to this point. There's Joker, Chrom, and Cloud. And if I'm going to be honest, I think all of those characters are going to struggle against Min, man. Like, if you're ever off stage as Cloud, all it takes is that one ram. You know what I mean? That one little clip, and then it's just going to eat your jump, and you're going to be gone. Meanwhile, Chrom, of course, having recovery issues as well. So I feel like Shouko, she's trying to find something else to deal with this Min, but that wasn't it.
No, not at all. And honestly, in a situation like that, I get it. You're kind of theorizing, like trying to theory craft in ways to kind of like get around what could be problematic for some of like maybe like your more traditional main characters that you play. Just go with what you know. Honestly, just go with what you know. Go what brought you to the dance. Like there's a reason you got to this point. Don't shy away right now, especially if there's going to be 3 stocks involved. We can't have that.
Yeah. So we're going to have to see how things go. Null, I imagine,
right,
is going to stick
I think
on Min.
that's the sound of the second round.
To the end. Was the 15th seed for this event. Went 2-0 through the entire round of 32 and knocked out the number 2 seed on the way. But it looks like Shouko is switching over to the Joker. And we're on Town and City, a bit of a bigger stage and less platforms for Null to hide under.
This is what you have to do, Coney. fight DLC with DLC, okay? Don't sugarcoat it. Don't get sweet with it, okay? Just bring the fight. We already know that the Shulk had a lot less lackluster performance. I love Shulk, but it just wasn't there. But Joker, this is going to be a character tremendously good mobility. And
Joker
just as long as you have that combo game down from the start, you can really maximize what you're going to get out of that inevitable arsenal, which is going to pop up and make taking those stocks that much more easier. Right on cue, the big man is out.
That's a really good point, too, because I feel like Shouko isn't getting much damage when she gets in. She's only like, getting a couple hits in, but I think Arsene really like helps that along, because those few hits that you're going to get are going to be huge. You can see how Shouko is really outplaying Null and not giving him any room. Excellent parry there, as this stock has been all Shouko's so far. We'll see if Null can get rid of this Arsene and take first blood.
All right, Shouko able to get a lot of damage put on there, but Null able to outlast the Arsene, which is exactly what you're looking for. Honestly, for Null, like at this point, I'm thinking, okay, this is where I really need to kind of strike and try and take her down. Because you have to kind of think like this, okay, no Arsene on the board. When is it going to be even more perfect for me to get this stock off? You know what I'm saying? But as I say that, all these hits, they are accumulating, they are allowing that Arsene to pump back up. And again, that's going to be Joker's win.
No.
So you always have to keep it in the back of your mind.
One thing that I'm really noticing with Null, so many tricks. You saw Null on the left side of the stage. It was a little while ago, but going for that up B into the dragon shot, just trying to steal the stock early on. I feel like Null has so many tricks to catch their opponents off guard. Now Null finding it difficult to impale. Excellent up smash at a shield and evening it out to 2 stocks apiece.
Somebody's got to tell me why that up smash is faster than Fox's. I just need somebody to answer. You know what I mean? Like when you think about it, that
did Charles tell you that? I feel like Charles
I knew that. I knew that. I played the character. I'm not getting clowned for that. I knew that. But yes, very potent and effective to say the least. And we're pretty much on even footing, about 7% difference as Shouko sneaking her way in. The Joker proving to be much more formidable than the Shulk that we saw in the last round, looking to get back safely. But man,
he's gonna fall. He's gonna fall.
Everything going the way of Null when it comes to edge guarding, typically.
But excellent recovery there, and I think that's why you saw the Joker come out here. Shouko actually tried to air dodge onto a platform as it was disappearing, and Shouko didn't make the platform, but still made it back because of the Arsene recovery. And I think that's really going to be the difference maker here. Excellent evasion of that up smash, and we've got a very even game, but Arsene is not going to make an appearance on this stock, at least not there. Shouko down to her last.
Love what Null does there, just being aggressive. Sometimes that can be a hindrance for Min is recovering, and that's one thing that you kind of gotta, you kind of gotta curve it in any way you can. Being super aggressive.
They're both tied to 1. I'm not sure who's gonna win this.
Shouko doing a good job. She meets Null at the pass, and again, we're just back on even footing. No real big advantages being gained. Arsene coming through, big damage potentially to follow. We'll see how Null plays this.
It's going to be tough. Null doing an excellent job of playing keep away with Arsene. Wants no visit from the big man. Null trying to do everything that he can to keep Shouko out. Shouko, she's going to try to get in. Excellent down throw into forward air. Has Null off on the side, but Null going to escape with that neutral air.
A lot of pressure right now on the part of Null. Definitely feeling it. Shouko could be on her last limbs or maybe last wings, because Arsene or not, gets sent flying all the way to the left side. Excellent job by Null to secure that 2-0.